and welcome to Josef's Model Railway and Toy Room. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. Just a little bit of housekeeping. You don't need to like, follow, or subscribe to any of the videos I put out there. Just put them out there where I can. Have a holly jolly great time doing so. Now, we got a quick video. Can you believe it? It's about time. What we're going to be talking about in this video is the points. So we did the mainline weathering, which has covered the bulk of what we needed to do to our track work. Now we just need to pop over to the points, and some of them need slightly different detail than others, but really I promise it's going to be a quick video, because one of the key things we're going to tackle now has got to be, as I've made it quite clear in my entire build, and if you haven't seen, there's a video here regarding how I wired up, or how to wire Peco Insulfrog Points. Now, I know many purists in this hobby are often going down the path of the ELECTROFROG Points. So that little bit there, the little groove there, is completely silver, and they have an extra wire that needs to be wired in onto the points for the polarity to change when the points are thrown, or turnouts if you like to call them that. But as a result, I went the other way for simplicity, and just spending a little moment with a little touch of something special will yield great results, to the point that standing at it on the right angles, I wouldn't even know if they were Insulfrog or not, or if they were ELECTROFROG. And it's a great result. And apart from just a little bit of cleaning up here and there, that's really all we're going to have for this particular video today. So let's get on into it, shall we? Well, just like this camera angle, terrible spots are always somewhere. So for something, with some of it, it's not a bad idea to use a little bit of just a light grey paint. I've just thinned a little bit out on a brush with a drop of water. And the reason is the tripod is everywhere I can't be, which is kind of the example I'm trying to give you here, which is that some angles you may need to get it to look the way you need to look. A little drop of paint isn't going to hurt. So we'll just put a little bit of that grey paint just on these ones, because I can't quite get the reflection looking quite right, but it's not the end of the world. Just let this dry, a light rub back with our track cleaner, and back over with that dark steel pigment. And let's not forget about our little manual one we leave at the top for the salt depot up there. Even with nothing from that angle, it looks quite good. But again, as we're going to start to come into the future and look at things a little more closer, I want to make sure we're catching everything. Turn off those big lights, since that's not really how we look at it. It's more in this kind of a light, and it's not too bad. Now, I really do want to keep this video pretty quick, so there's not too much we really have to worry about doing points, because we obviously did the main line sort of texturing, but it's just a little bit of detail. And this shot I've got the camera in is absolutely perfect. Now, I just want you to pay attention to the point right here. Oh, that looks snazzy. He must be using those fancy ELECTROFROG points. Well, of course, if you've been following me from the start, you'll know that's not the case at all. I'm very happy to be using, and as you can probably clearly see, Insulfrog points. That's the little bit of plastic. So how did this disappear? Well, it is exactly still the piece of plastic that you expect to see, but somehow it seems to have blended away nicely. How did we do that? Well, actually, all we did was take a brush, and we're just using a little bit of the AK dark steel, and it's just a pigment, so we just take a little bit on our brush and just brush it over that plastic. I like to also get a little bit in the sides as well, and that's all I did. That really is all I did. And I think that's a good start, and really just about all we're going to do to the mainline sections. There's not a great amount of detail apart from a little bit of black where needed. But let's make our way over to the yard and get going. But I like that little tip. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I think it's worth checking out. Right, now this is the point down next to the shed, and we sort of did some weathering and that when we were doing this little section at the moment. But of course, let's carry on. There's not much we really need to do to this one. It's all looking pretty decent. So again, it's just going to be the dark steel, what we just talked about. Again, just get it into the lid. It's probably a good way to go. Get it onto that frog. Work the brush down around the sides. Not so much on that side, we don't see it, but one day we may well have a camera in a position and you'd be disappointed if you didn't get the shot. So a nice rub there across the top. It really is quite an amazing product. All of a sudden you've got something that's not shiny, and as you work it on, it's a little extraordinary. Here we got no reflection at all, but once we start to work that powder onto it, give it a nice little rub, all we're doing here is just taking a bit of the black and just sort of putting it around sort of the area of where the movement would be. This junction doesn't get as much moving as a yard or something like that, so we're just going to keep these bits reasonably neutral. We also have the DCC Concepts cards underneath where the movement is, which is kind of the bit where a lot hasn't sort of adhered to here. So I think just taking some black or something in there softens that down, and you're not really aware that it's underneath. But it is underneath there, and it certainly keeps our point movements running smoothly, sorry. Haven't got around to moving those ladders yet. That's a story for another day. Just a little bit of engine grime. Just around that sort of area. Well, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, look, that is going to bring us to the end of the video. So certainly, since we've kicked on in the past few videos from mainline weathering, now we're giving it texture, and we're sort of focusing now just underneath where the camera is on that sort of mainline feature section where we have our station, and it works out to a bit of a siding and a little bit of a yard there for preservation, heritage run trains to come out and then be run. We're now starting to really layer up detail by detail, which is what this past, it must be nearly 10 videos we've been working on is all about. So it's bit for bit, but I think we're getting there and making some tremendous results. And I couldn't be more impressed with the AK Dark Steel and the magic that has been achieved by just brushing it there on those Insulfrog points. So I really think it's an absolute winner. If we've taken nothing away from it today, it's this. And of course, we obviously have the brush and the product. So that's it for that. The dogs are barking. I got to get back to it. Please do stay safe, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Toodles!